Vinny Caravella.
Yes, sir, Alex Navarro.
Austin Walker.
That's me.
We got our first three-person quick
We
look
do.
here.
There are
We
three
do.
people in this room right now. We all have chairs.
The dream team is here, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to get super unwieldy real fast, I'm sure.
Can we get the Chicago Bulls entrance music from the mid-90s playing? Is that like...
Yeah, let me just off the top of the dome
Yeah.
here.
That's it. That's what they came out to. Yes.
I figured
Ladies and gentlemen.
it was either that or Sandstorm, right?
Your
I don't know.
2015.
That's right. Giant Bomby's lineup. Alex Navarro, why have you assembled the dream team?
I have acquired a massive chalice, and I feel that we should all drink from it.
If y'all partake.
Okay, can I go get HR before we continue this?
No, the door
No,
is
I'm
locked.
not. This is not a euphemism. This is like
Well,
an
here we go.
massive chalice, which is out now. This is a game that's been long in the works at Double Fine. They had a Kickstarter for it. They've had it on early access for a while. Now it's here. It's done.
Okay.
As done as Double Fine games generally get.
And it's on an Xbox One?
Yes, so I'm playing this on Xbox One. It's also on PC, Mac, Linux, all that.
Right.
I'm playing on Xbox One because it is free for this month on
For
Xbox Gold. So
How much is it on Steam?
It is, well, it's $20
20, yeah.
normally.
Okay.
But free is a good price for anything really.
It's pretty good. Well, yeah.
Let's not say things we can't take back.
Fair enough.
And so, full disclosure, I did not back Massive Chalice.
I did not either.
Alex.
Full disclosure, I did. You should hit down and left really quick.
Yeah, let's show exactly how
Right.
at what level you.
Okay.
So House Walker appears to be attached to a certain walker that might be sitting to my left right now.
That could be the case. It's me. It's the Felstag Athenaeum, which is a fancy word for library. That's
Yep.
what I named the castle of the Walker family.
Nice. Very nice.
Our
Very
motto
nice.
is no wisdom forbidden, and we have this cool like evil stag symbol.
It is. It looks like Lucha Deer, but demonic.
Oh, this is a pretty dope house.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
pretty dope house. I'm pretty happy with it.
Well, Alex, what are you doing in this Massive Chalice?
So Massive Chalice is a turn-based tactics game that also has this whole generational character generation element to
A
it.
Lineage.
Yeah, Lineage. You start out, you are at war with this weird glowy death thing that is surrounding your land.
Okay.
There are death creatures that come out of it.
Okay.
And right at the outset, you're like, okay, I'm banding my humans together. I'm gonna start, creating like Westeros style, houses, families, alliances, create keeps, all that, and we're all just gonna continuously.
You do this as the player.
Yes.
Right,
and
you're like kind of this immortal emperor character. You never see yourself, but
Oh,
you do see
like Warhammer.
this chalice that is powering you and your families.
Is it actually a Massive
Yeah,
Chalice?
you hit-
literally, there is a titular
Do you see it if
massive
you just
chalice.
go to the capital, or do you only see it before battle?
I think, yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, there
there
it
it
is.
is.
That's the cup of a carpenter.
It is. And if you see, this is kind of hard to see maybe, but there are silhouettes of
I do
people
see.
facing each other in
Like
the middle there.
That very famous comic book drawing.
Yes.
Or-
Yes, that's what it is.
that Charlie Brown comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But yes, this is my capital, and so over time, what you're trying to do is build an army of heroes that you can continually send out into the world to fight these monsters off as they continue to invade your territory every several years.
Every several years. Okay, so time is not running real time here.
No.
Obviously, time is a piece of wax falling on a termite
Yeah.
who is then choking on the splinters.
So at this point, I am about 150 years into
Jeez
this
Louise,
war.
Alex. I told you to prep for this,
Yeah.
but
Well,
you really went all in.
You'll see in a second how fast the time moves. But so at this point, I have 4 families that are all placed throughout the thing. Each of these houses grants me more warriors by bearing children over time. So here's, for instance, in House Greymorn,
The Greymorn family.
Vadayima?
Vadayima Greymorn.
That's a good name. Is hanging out with David Foresti, who sounds like a sound engineer somewhere. And then they have this one child, Ashley Greymorn.
She's gonna be a hero. She's only 5 right now, but I'm telling you, in like 2 hours, she's gonna save.
I mean,
your
she's age
ass.
5 and she's already level 3,
Right.
which is.
In fact, can you go in on her further? Can you hit details?
Yep.
So here's the way this. She's sickly and quick. Maybe sickly is not great. Maybe that's
maybe
a
not,
bad trait.
especially not for an enforcer.
No.
So the way you pair people up for these different marriages and such, it determines what class the character is as well, the heroes that they're producing.
And are you pairing different houses with each other? Is that how this works?
You can also just pair like warriors that have nothing to do with the main houses if you like they have traits that you are looking for.
What is this? Is this like a Tinder? What are you doing
yeah,
here?
it's Tinder for a mystical world.
Oh my gosh, she rules?
So there was no one really left in her family other than her to take over. So I put her into the chair. She's not old enough. I have not partnered her.
You could have gotten a
I haven't partnered her with anyone yet.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for her to come of age.
Right, and then
I will give her.
You could then pair with Sam Walton there, Samantha.
Yeah,
Walton.
Samantha. Well, Samantha, she's a woman.
Right.
So you can pair same-sex couples, but and they will train adopted children, but they will not produce
they won't
new
pass
children.
the traits on.
They will pass their personality
Okay.
traits on, but not their physical traits.
Science just isn't quite there yet.
Which is maybe a little weird, I guess, right? Like, I guess you can go to the Chalice and say like, hey, I want to research a new baby.
Yes.
Give me a baby.
That's a thing you can do.
Yeah.
I'll get into the research here in a second, but before we do that, there are a couple of other things you can fill out here. The Sage Rights Guild helps you produce research, which is what you do to get more warriors, to create new technologies for your various warriors, upgrade your armor, that kind of stuff.
They're like your scientists?
Yeah,
Okay.
so you throw them in there. They are no longer available for battle, but their intuition helps speed up the process of researching things.
Okay, this like weird
It's also
Citadel
just
style.
science
a
council.
dope thing because like they lose their house name, their family name, and
They give it all up.
They give it all up, and they just
They take the black.
It's the white.
Okay,
Yeah,
they
they're
take the
taking
white.
the white.
Take the white.
Yeah. Way to turn it on its head.
Yeah.
And then the Crucible is you get bonuses for your trained warriors that are in training.
Okay,
like
so
your
they make
baby.
it through
Yes.
Right.
this gauntlet or whatever it is.
And this person, whoever you put into the Crucible, will also pass their traits on to those warriors.
And you've done a good job here of picking someone who has Wily and Tranquil,
Yes.
and not someone who has.
Ooh.
I'm getting there we go.
Oh yeah.
Much
Hey,
better.
Yeah. Hey Austin, take your headphones and put them around your back
My
here,
back
your
of
neck.
my
yeah,
neck.
yeah.
Okay. What's the?
Yeah. And just spin them around like this.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
This is still bad.
I think the wire's gotten
the wire
caught
has
here.
gotten caught. This is bad.
You're screwed.
I'm gonna be very careful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that
be super
works.
careful. Check this out. I'll mute your
You'll
mic.
mute me while I fix this.
All right.
Anyway, Alex, I'm muted right now.
Yeah.
I'm muted right now. Right.
This is
But
great.
yeah, so I picked a warrior who was particularly good at most things, had mostly positive traits to pass on. So that's why I put her in
picking
that
her
place.
nose?
Maybe.
You can pick your traits.
Yes.
You can pick your friend's traits. I don't wait no.
And then while you're here in the capital, before I start moving time forward, research, like I said, these are the things that you can research over time. Right now I'm working on advanced crossbow training because right now I have a whole lot of ranged warriors. So I'm just trying to build them up the most.
So okay. You've looked at the books, Alex.
I have.
You've done your homework.
I mean, I just played it for a while, and I just kind of been figuring this stuff out as I go
I mean
along.
like in the game here.
Yes.
We've sat down at Thanksgiving and mapped the family tree.
Yes.
Like any good Thanksgiving dinner. When do we fight? This
Time
is
has
fighting?
begun.
This
So this is the progression of time in the game. Over time, events will take place. People will die. Sometimes you will get quests that are like, optional dialogue options, like how do you want to handle the situation? Sometimes it will result in warriors disappearing. Sometimes it will result in bonuses. You never quite know.
So now this house has nobody.
It has no regent. So I am going to give Sarah the job, another child.
It's such a big chair.
And when she becomes like, 20 or something, I will find a partner for her, and then they will start producing more children.
Do all the kids look the same? Like the pigtails, blonde pigtails?
Most of the art looks mostly like this.
It's the hairstyle of the times.
Yeah, there
over
are-
the last 150 years.
There are variances in like, beards and hairstyles and such,
Okay.
but I'd say my one beef with this game
Yeah.
is that the visual style does not really pop that much.
Okay.
It's it's all a little simplified in a way that is not necessarily that interesting.
I will say, once you start unlocking some of like the unique armor stuff, that stuff ends up looking really cool.
Right.
Because so you just finished a research thing, you can go
Yep.
in and pick a new research.
Yes, and then once we get through a certain amount of time, the bad guys will just decide to attack, and that's when battle
That's
takes
7
place.
years, right?
It's not necessarily any amount of time. It just kind of happens.
It's when the next blight comes. I know how this
Right, so
stuff
if like you
works.
go for like the bone shell armor, which is like the kind of special way. The research in this, one of the ways that you can research new equipment is you kill enemies and then you use their corpses to create new stuff.
Yes.
Like new
Oh,
items
like
or new
XCOM.
armor, like XCOM.
I'm actually gonna discover some new heroes because I'm getting a little.
It's gonna take 9 years.
Yeah.
Well, 9 years of game time to figure out. Yes.
Which will probably be a bad one.
Warriors have to be Chalice attuned, which is essentially to say force sensitive, if you will.
Okay. Yeah, the midichlorian count has
Yes.
to be real high. So do the silhouettes that the faces in the Chalice change over time?
Not really.
Okay, that's not a dynamic thing.
Not that I've seen. So here's a quest here. James Bush comes to you with a proposition. I know all things are kind of rough right now. The region's getting taken over and all. I was wondering if there were a few places I go to when I won't feel better about what we're doing. Would you like to accompany me to one of them? It helps me every time. You could follow with your mind's eye. I'll even let you choose the place.
Wow, you really are the is this really like the all omniscient like emperor? This really is Warhammer 40K.
Let's see. Should we go see a play? Should we experience the beauty of the Royal Gardens?
Can we learn about who this person is? James Bush,
Few
alchemist.
I don't know. I think you just head to the Dirty Ostrich.
Let's see.
That's my.
Let's get a picture of who we're talking
James
to.
Bush.
Here. Hit details and let's see what James looks like.
Oh,
Okay.
does he have a
Slow learner.
highlight thing on his hand?
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of.
kind of.
Yeah, he plays alchemy highlight.
Okay.
I like his the Bush family crest with like it has those highlight things plus a bear with a crown on its head.
Sure.
I think this guy and I actually have a lot of things in common. We're both very impressionable. We're both slow learners. We're both pretty slow in general, but very, optimistic.
He is optimistic.
Yeah.
Do it. Go drinking with him.
You want to go drink?
Yeah, go to the Dirty Ostrich.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. I don't have a
So
great-
do you are in some kind of like corporeal form? You are not like a being kept alive or something in a crypt.
No, he's
or
not
anything.
walking around with a giant cup or anything.
But like
yeah.
you are a person. You
I
just
guess.
happen to
I
be
guess.
like okay.
The way it frames it is that you are a person.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for some reason you are forever alive. I don't really
Okay,
know.
no,
It's the magic of
Yeah.
the chalice.
I will ask no more questions.
So he now has a personality trait of reveler.
Which means sometimes he gets a little drunk before
Yeah.
a fight.
You know.
All right.
Oh,
All right, so under attack.
Very encouraging.
So there's a key thing here. You see the three diamond things there?
Yeah.
That's how much corruption of the cadence is the bad guys. How much corruption of this territory you have. You might see those two big, sort of like larger orange spaces on the right and left. Those are pieces of territory I lost.
Oh no.
Very early
Can
on.
you regain?
No. Once they're gone, they're gone.
No kidding.
so this one is now under threat. If you lose
Yes.
this,
So there's already we're already at level 2. I can't afford to go to level 3.
Yeah.
Because if I go to level 3, then
Yeah.
that territory's gone. I lose a house too, and all of that.
You go to level 3, Europe pulls out.
Yep.
No more funding for your
Yeah.
Chalice missions.
So now we have to pick
What?
our squad.
And this is not metaphor at this point, right?
No,
These
no.
people are standing over a giant chalice.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So this person actually has a bonus now. I'm gonna go with the put it down because that is a good one.
yeah.
And this one has a bonus too. Hi,
Can
Samantha.
you bring more than
Oh yeah,
the
she's
3?
acid solution. Melee attacks and flasks also deliver corrosive acid, which is good. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
All
sorry, what was the question?
Can you add 2 more units here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to go in with less than 5, and one battle and it did not go well. So right now I am missing. So actually, yeah, I don't have,
not have any-
the melee class, which is but the problem I've had with that one is that they keep dying. I've not figured out how to use those effectively.
I got it.
The more ranged ones, though, I've been doing quite well with.
Is there like a healer class?
No, you get healing items. Like one of the first research technologies you research is just like health bonuses.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with, let's see, I think Shocky, whatever her name
No,
is.
I think let's call it.
Shaky Smith.
Yeah, like
Smith
Shaky's
Anderson.
Pizza.
Smith Anderson.
Yeah,
Smith
let's add her.
You got a lot of the claws on
On
your team here.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, so I got 2 claws and I got 2. I'm gonna throw in a third bow because the bow is usually very. Let's see what kind of enemy types. Seeds, wrinklers, and cradles.
That should mean something to you.
So seeds are just generic, easy to beat enemies.
Okay.
Wrinklers, when they attack, add 5. Like they age you by 5 years in
Okay.
addition to doing damage. And cradles
Bringing it the other way?
are essentially just where the seed things spawn from.
Oh, got
and
it.
they just launch them at you.
Okay, so they're just enemy generators?
So this is a good one to have extra ranged ones because you don't want those wrinklers getting close to you.
The Enforcer does knockback, so I would maybe
Yeah,
bring
I think
them.
that's the right move. I mean, she's only 15, but she's probably great.
Hey, that means we can start leveling her up right away.
Exactly.
What, is there an age at which, like a threshold for bringing somebody into battle? Like
15 is the-
15 is
15,
the fighting
you're an
age?
adult.
Yeah.
Yep.
So her 2 bonuses I can pick from are Honed Hearing, which allows me to note that there are enemies on the map that I can't see and just
Okay.
know they're there. Point Blank, I could do extra damage in close range.
Fair enough, that makes sense.
I'm going to go with the Point Blank.
You get to only pick one?
For each tier, yes.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be our squad right here. And all ladies.
Yeah, deploy it.
Yes. And now we're going to go into battle.
You jump into the Chalice?
Yes, you literally jump into the Chalice and it teleports you to where you need to be.
All right.
And now
There's
comes the fighting part.
Some stuff going on here.
There is. The thing I will say is that I've largely avoided most like major tactics games over the course of my life because most of them are just very impossible for me to understand. This one has not been that hard to figure out.
Do you want to pop on subtitles?
Yes, let me see if that's an option.
There you
There
go.
it is.
In the audio tab, where it belongs.
Totally.
All right, so now you've got your squad. Is this XCOM style?
A little bit.
Okay.
It has some similarities.
Can we use XCOM shorthand here?
Sort of.
Not that XCOM is the end-all be-all, but...
Yeah.
Alex
Okay.
is going to kill me. I just realized this is going to make me. I'm going to just die of nervousness because I'm watching someone else play a tactics game.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. I will make a lot of bad choices here, so let's just note that going in.
Yes.
You know,
So like this character,
Is
one of the things that
ranged.
they can do. Ranged, which is awesome. So yeah, you can just toss that. You can just crush them from there.
Let's see, what do we got? We got
Where-
the knockback shot and we got the point blank shot. Let's try then. Well, I don't think it really. Yeah.
Let's go look what the enemies, what the positioning is on them.
so I'm going to ask a couple of dumb questions here. Like, where are your action points? How do you know how many actions you have left?
So when you here, I'll switch to this character. So this orange barrier is the furthest they can move while
Yeah.
moving and then still attacking.
Yep, got that. It's their normal movement range.
Yes. If you go into the white here,
Yeah, you're
you can
using
move
your
further.
second movement?
You're essentially
Or-
using all your action points to do that.
Okay, so you can move and take one action.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
And there are some actions that will have cooldowns and timers
Okay.
and stuff like that.
that's simplified.
Okay, so in this case, I think I'm just gonna.
Yeah, just a regular shot.
That's an
there.
advanced seed, so let's see if we can just kill this.
Can you take 2 combat actions?
No.
No.
Okay.
Unless you have an ability that says you can do that.
Yeah.
So with this person, yeah, if you run up and shoot again, maybe you'll get that kill. That would be really great.
Actually, I have explosive shot here, so
Ooh.
that might be a
Ooh.
good one.
Is there cover?
Yes.
There, so yes,
Sort
you
of?
can sort of hide in the brush,
Nice.
and that will obscure enemies' abilities to target you well.
Okay.
And you can't, if you're behind certain objects, they won't notice you right away. It's only when you're out in the open that they notice you.
And so there's another thing, which is that there's a stealth mode that the hunter class and its variants gets.
Which I almost never use,
you
and it's probably
should.
the wrong way to go
Yes.
about this.
I'll point it out when it's like a good thing, but I don't want a backseat game.
Okay, so that thing totally whiffed.
That's the cradle?
That's the
That's
cradle.
the cradle.
Sometimes that will put out. Why is this happening with me here?
Yeah, it feels like
you're-
your mic is just cut. It doesn't actually sound like it's rubbing. It just
Yeah.
sounds like it's cutting.
You're like Mike Poison.
I am Mike Poison.
So I'm going to.
Hey, my name is Mike Poison.
Mike Poison. That's he'll be
The Mike Poison?
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be able to kill this guy pretty quick.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get over here.
Yeah, no. This is a great opportunity for free throw. Also, I just love this map. I love this like autumnal
Yes.
leafy thing.
And then I can just throw a regular flask.
Yep.
Oops. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna kill that cradle on this turn, I think.
actually, I think-
I'm gonna move this one forward.
Alex, it might be your mic, so I'm just gonna play a little around back here while
You can do what you gotta do. I'm just gonna focus.
Thing.
Austin and I will focus on the tactics.
We will be tactical geniuses.
All right, so-
what's that thing down to? 9?
Yeah, so I'm just
Alright,
gonna
you
shoot
drop
it.
that. Man, you're having way better luck than me with the hunters. So that's the thing with the cradles is when you kill them,
They
then
spawn some seeds.
Yeah.
But I think the explosive shot one is right here, which
Yep.
means that I should be able to take them out in one hit.
Yep.
Yep, there we go.
It might just. Oh no, yeah, it's going to get up to 65%.
Got him.
Nice work.
The hunters have been my
What
jam,
so
man.
one of the things we didn't mention is on that big world map, certain certain exterior locations give you bonuses
Right.
to a bunch of stuff. Do you happen to have one of those that gives
Yes,
you?
I do. Unfortunately,
Okay.
it's for the one class I don't really have very many of, as has been my terrible luck thus far.
Right.
Okay, so
boy.
we got some advanced seeds over there. I'm going to hold off on them. I'm just going to focus on killing this stupid thing.
The Wrinkler, yeah.
Yeah, because these things are jerks and I don't like them.
Yep.
The Wrinkler.
I think you can. You
I'm
might
just
just be able to melee him.
Yeah, I'm going to melee this
Do you know
one.
about repositioning your person when you set up a melee attack?
What do you mean?
Okay, so if you can't do it right now, but if you target for a melee attack, you can then hit the X button to
Okay.
cycle where your character will stand.
Oh, okay.
Which is probably a big reason for why the Caberjacks weren't doing great work for you.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Because then you could like position them like, okay, well I want them to be on this side when I do the knockback, so I knock them back into other enemies or into a wall or whatever.
Yeah, I have not been very successful with my attempts at knockbacks. The best I've gotten
Right.
is that I've gotten pretty good at using like those exploding bushes.
Right. Yes. Yes.
But that's kind of been it. I don't think this is close enough for me to hit with an explosive shot right now.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's too much range.
Oh well.
Oh, actually, no, it's
No,
yeah, it's
I
not
think
gonna work.
it's out.
All right, so I'll switch to this
So like
one.
here's a person where here's a time when you can maybe run up that back person into stealth. I'm not sure if you can or not.
No, not right now.
No,
I think
there's
they're
nothing
they're
there.
too aware of,
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Can I actually shoot anyone from here? No.
I think you're just out of range.
All right, so I'm just gonna move over to this side for the moment.
Good call.
Give this person some room to move. All right, so that's the end of that turn. This character's having an asthma attack, apparently.
Which means they can't sprint again, or they
Yeah.
reduce movement because they sprinted on their last turn.
All right, so these things are going to kind of run up on me here, but none of them are doing that much damage.
I really like the monster design in this game a lot.
Yeah, it's good. It's better than I think the human character design.
Right.
Like, I'm more interested in the various enemies.
Right. That's one of the reasons I like the armor that you can build out of the monster stuff, because it takes on some of their qualities a little bit.
Right,
Which is
yeah.
really
Like
cool.
the alchemist armor, like the special armor I have, it explodes
Yes.
when they are attacked.
Yes, and it glows in a really cool way.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of alchemists,
Let's see. All right. Who's my explodey guy? You're my explodey guy.
they done goofed.
Yeah, that's not a good spot to be in.
Nope.
Yeah, there's seeds. I don't think.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're stronger, which means that they're not going to go down in one hit.
Right.
But I should be able to with my remaining guys. Oh,
Well, not if you miss. I think you have. Oh wait, do you know? Yeah, there's
have
an
two more.
alchemist. That alchemist should be able to do them, man.
yeah.
Maybe.
Hey, Alex, I'm going to cut your mic just for a second here.
Okay.
Oh boy, it's close. It's close, Alex. I believe in you.
It's okay.
Do you still have that other? Nice. And the level. Every house also has like battle cries that they'll shout after they get a kill, which is really cool.
Yep.
And all of those came from, as far as I know, all of them came from backers who backed at the level that I backed
yeah,
at.
I think that some of them were developer generated too,
Okay.
but almost like
Right.
the vast majority of
Right.
them were backers. And there's a weird little quirk when you start up the game. It asks you, do you want the comedy houses or
What?
the serious thematic houses or both?
What's like the comedy house is like House Godfrey?
Well, it's just like they're much more jokier ones with like, some of them have like
poop pants.
memes as things
Got
that they
it.
yell.
And they were
And
like, yeah, that one doesn't count. Now let's put that over here. Which
Okay.
is nice of them in a way, right? Like they were like, yeah, let's keep that in, but like you just put those over to the side.
Sure, you don't have to see that stuff.
Right.
Exactly.
That person has a
Oh, yeah,
ability
you're right.
that you can grab.
Let's see. What can we do with... Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that's not
the
the one.
seed.
So how much
There
of
we
the game is this portion?
It's a fair amount. Like I've been through probably a dozen or more battles by now. Let's see.
Do you feel like can you beat the game? Is
So
there an
that's the
end?
thing. I haven't
yes.
figured out what the win condition
Yeah,
is
so next time that we leave a battle, I'll show it. There's
Okay.
another thing that your Chalice is always researching. From the start of the game, at least on the normal difficulty, it's 300 years that it takes to
Oh, wow.
research it. And at the end of that, it's like, oh, it's a cleansing ritual. and that will.
So
that
if
will,
you have survived
Yes.
300 years,
Then-
do you need to have? Sorry, I think I may have missed this. The territories you own, do they contribute research to the challenge?
They don't contribute research.
Just people.
But people and traits and sort of like the other important stuff.
Right.
They're mostly focused on what you're doing in battle.
So your research speed was not dictated by how many.
I guess unless you
own.
have the Sage Rights Guild, which might speed that up, which is that
Yes.
thing that lets you speed
Can
up
that?
research.
Can you lose that?
Yeah, because it's on.
If
it's on
it
territory.
loses, if you lose that territory, it's gone.
Bummer. Can you rebuild a new one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the option. I mean, you could have. I think the option is there to build all Sage Right guilds if you want
Yeah.
to,
Oh,
but
every-
I don't think you would want to do that.
Oh,
I'm
I-
sure someone's going to do a challenge run like that, which is ridiculous, where they just like do the recruit more heroes option over and over or something.
Right.
I'm sure that this is definitely poised to have lots of like fun, ridiculous challenges.
So you can like build one special building on each territory. Is
Yes.
that the way it goes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
How are we doing here?
So far, so good.
We're making movements.
We're kind of clearing the area here. I haven't lost any warriors, which is good because that hasn't happened to me very many times. Like I have mostly just been losing people left and right.
All right, hit.
And then these are the seeds that are just left?
Yeah, these are like.
Well, there
advanced
might be some
seeds.
other enemies around. We just haven't gotten to them yet. So one of the abilities I just got for this character was the ability to launch an arrow that kills the fog of war in an area I
yes.
haven't been. So I did that, and then these guys started appearing.
Okay.
Right.
So how big are the maps in general?
Not huge and variable. Like some are larger and have fewer enemies. Some are tighter but have more enemies.
Okay.
And occasionally you'll get into quests where, like, they're invading your Sage Rights guild, and you have to protect the Sage
That's
Rights.
pretty cool.
And
As
then
they,
are there Sage Rights in the combat too in that
yes,
scenario?
but they're not
Okay.
as strong because they only have these Sage Right hammers, which are
Oh,
not very
interesting.
effective.
Okay. I've had them attack a keep before, but never the Sage Rights Guild.
Yeah.
But
I
that's,
guess-
it's still a really cool moment of like, oh, this is inside the throne room. This is like, they're
Yeah.
coming for me.
It's kind of what I always wanted, not to bring up XCOM repeatedly, but from XCOM was to have a battle inside your base.
They
Yes.
did that eventually in the DLC, I
In
think.
the
in
Enemy Within?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so the canonical ending for that game now is, I guess, that XCOM lost.
Yes.
So,
Right, for
yes.
XCOM
Yeah.
2.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Do you have the point blank shot? No, you're not the point blank.
Claro. So this is a situation where you could do a knockback to
Yeah.
really good effect if you have the knockback person.
This one doesn't. This one does.
Right, so if you move them to the other side of, if you move like south, not there, you want to hit one of them into the other one.
Right. So,
So
like
there.
here.
Yeah, and then do a knockback. And if it hits, let's see.
So like hit this guy.
Yep.
See what happens.
Or we could just miss.
Or you just miss.
What would have
Yeah,
happened?
that will happen.
What would have happened is they would have knocked the two into each other and they would have been stunned for a round, so they wouldn't be able to attack.
Got it. They would
But
have
also,
bonked heads.
You
Kind
would probably
of.
just kill these people.
Yeah, these aren't very strong,
Yeah.
so it's not going to take a very long time to kill them off.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, you do need line of sight.
Yep.
The. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
when you lose line of sight, it's hard. I think harder to actually nail those guys.
But they're not throwing up like hit percentages before you make the shot.
Well, so there is some data there that I'm not paying very good attention
Okay.
to.
That was that acid damage
Yeah.
from the acid.
So this guy's all pissed off.
As he should be.
I'm probably just going to heal this character on the next turn. Yeah. So here's my option. I can just heal. I can also throw that healing at other characters if I need to.
Is that a consumable?
That's an item, yeah. And there are different items you can develop and use over time. Sometimes one of the bonus traits that you get over time is you can add extra item slots, so you can have more than one.
So is that 87% chance to hit?
Yep.
Okay.
And then 8 to 12 damage.
Just wondering if I want to waste this guy on that, because this dude's going to die in one hit.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to
Just.
And you're not sure how many more
Yeah,
baddies there are?
That's the thing, is it doesn't tell you. It just tells you what types are on the board. It doesn't tell you how many there are.
Okay.
All right.
That person's house slogan is
That's,
"Get me beer." So this is a
that's-
situation where you should move them up in stealth. That was a stealthy situation.
Yeah, I probably should have. You're right.
Because there's no cost, and it's weird because it's not just the thing that's maybe not really clear is like flip over to the stealth sign on this character. You can go to any of those spots and be in stealth even though they have line of sight to you.
Right.
Unless they come right next to you, you remain in stealth, which ends up being really useful.
Yeah, but like you said, maybe not intuitive. You'd
It's
think-
not.
yeah.
It's not intuitive because if you're coming from something like XCOM where it's like, oh, you need full cover or
Yeah.
whatever, this kind of just like, oh, you're invisible now.
Like you've got some kind of cloak of
Yes.
invisibility.
Yeah.
Move you over to here.
And that's another way that like the meteor class, the caberjacks.
Yeah, the one I don't have.
Right. I ended up getting versions of them called shadow jacks, which had the stealth move, which let them get into position really nicely.
I feel like
really
that would be the best version of that character. Oh, I need to heal this one up. I might lose this one.
Oh no.
Yeah, because this wrinkler's coming over. So this one's dead.
Oh man.
And that's it. Dead,
That's it.
dead on the field.
Gone forever.
Okay.
It's okay. I've made it through with fewer characters than this.
Oh boy.
Let's see. What do
Are
we
there
got?
different difficulties for rolling back time, or take a mulligan on a turn, or something like that, or is it one difficulty? You live with these choices.
No, you have to turn on the you live with these choices mode. Alex could still back out and just load a save game. Right
Okay.
now.
If I wanted to.
So like the Iron Man live with these choices mode is like
Yeah.
we auto save after every move kind of thing.
Yep. Oh, 1 HP left on that wrinkler. That is the actual worst. That's the actual worst.
Yeah. And I think that was my explosive arrow one that died, sadly.
Can you
But
bring up an alchemist?
I think I could. Yes. Yes.
Nice.
What
Yeah.
would an alchemist do?
So an alchemist has these things that they launch. I only have one flask left, but this
Yeah,
should
but
be fine.
this is a kill.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they've got the highlight
Yep.
glove.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
But they can also like stab with it or like slash
Yes.
with
Yeah.
it, which is nice.
I'm just gonna roll up behind you and
That's
smoke
a kill,
you.
as long as it's a hit. The other thing that's cool is melee
No, it's
characters.
not.
Melee characters never miss, but they will get a glancing blow.
Yeah, so you do like 2 damage or
Right.
something.
The nice thing there is, of course, with that character, at the very least, you got okay. Well, it's dead anyway.
Yeah.
But that was also kind of weird because you moved into your extended movement tier and also attacked.
Yes, you can move and attack. Yeah, that's the
But that
thing.
has to be it has to be right within that range. Like if
Okay.
you just run up and attack, that's what you have to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. We kind of did not.
So
Yeah.
it's always you can almost get the 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're very careful. But you can't do that with hunters, and you can't shoot or throw bombs. that
Right.
way. You can only do melee attacks.
I feel like
that
there's
way.
probably
It's
another
like a charge attack.
There's probably another one of those enemy spewing things around here somewhere. That's probably what I need to kill.
up and to the right, maybe.
Yeah.
Is
Because there's a lot of these fuckers around, and that's
boy.
not cool.
Is time passing at this point? I see year 161, day 259.
No, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think
I'll
these
keep
are
an
all
ie on it.
days
I'm
or
gonna
something.
move a little bit here
That's
so
not
I
a bad
don't
idea.
get smoked.
Do you have any more of those?
You do have a free throw on this character too, so you can.
Oh yeah,
do
you're
double
right.
Up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or you can hit all. Yeah, there it is. Good accuracy on these alchemists that you have.
Yeah, they've leveled up pretty high, so
Yeah.
that's I believe helped a lot. All right, and then let's just
Yeah.
do away with that.
Bottom.
It's really satisfying watching a bunch of those die at once.
Yes. For the Rainlands. I guess they come from the Rainlands.
Yeah.
I actually really like that because it's like you end up getting this feeling of
How-
like, again, like in a kind of a Mad Max or a Dark Soulsy way, where it's like it gestures towards the fact that there's all of this lore, but it isn't because it's all just like stuff that people wrote and submitted.
Yes.
You know.
They have a huge backstory written
Right.
somewhere on their Tumblr.
Exactly. Listen,
Yeah.
don't make fun of me, Vinny.
Yeah, I will. I'm just saying.
Tell me of the lore of House
Read it.
Walker.
Where can I find
I'll
out
just
more?
send it to you later.
Okay.
I have your AOL Instant Messenger now.
I think if I
we can do a
just-
private RP session.
Awesome. You can
position
check out
myself
my house/fiction with Star Trek. It's pretty awesome.
Keyword
I keep
massive
keep
chalice
missing
on
with that
AOL.
damn knockback shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's
maybe you
just
should
another seed.
find that cradle.
Yeah, I gotta go find that thing after these things are dead. Oh, I need to heal up my characters after
Yeah,
this
this is
round
all
too.
rough.
I can see where this can turn bad real fast.
Yep.
It can. It
Like
has many times.
There's
Like-
one thing I haven't seen yet. Do you have any characters with relics?
Yes, I had one.
I hope you didn't lose it.
I think she got shuffled off somewhere a
Or
while
maybe
ago.
she's married and hasn't.
That's
been-
also possible.
Okay.
What would a relic do?
They're just like super powerful.
Oh, it's a
and
class?
It's a weapon.
Okay.
That then you can pass down from generation to generation.
Alright, you need
and
to
it
heal.
levels up over time.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. The reason I thought of that was like I was in a situation like this when I was playing last night, and I had a character who just had a relic that was just like, oh, you saved the day by yourself. Like you just had this great heroic moment where you pulled through using that giant thing that you had, this giant weapon.
Can you lose it if you lose the character?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
It doesn't get picked up off the battlefield.
I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't
This
lost
guy
one.
sucks.
Yeah, what's
she
her
is
deal?
not nailing it.
We should check on her traits so we understand. Well, at least it was a glancing blow.
Yeah.
Like, terrible against
Well, I mean,
Cedars.
if she's the one who dies out of this group, maybe it's not that bad because she's not pulling her weight compared to everyone else here.
Fantasy natural selection happening here.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna.
There's that good acid hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you could point blank, maybe. What's the point blank damage on this?
Probably.
That could be a kill.
do it.
67%.
How are you?
You are the
how are you
worst.
that terrible?
You are the literal worst.
For real, let's zoom in on whoever that is.
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to know the name of the person. You can just go over and hover, and then left mouse. All right. Oh, this is Ashley Greymore. She's 15. She's sickly. She's cocky. What are her stats? Flip over the right bumper, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's okay.
She ain't too bright.
She ain't too bright.
Yeah. Need some help.
She's 15. Let's cut her some slack.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
She'll
a
come
totally
into
fair.
her
Is that
own.
Ashley, you said?
It's Ashley, yeah.
Ashley, turn the crossbow around. You're not doing it right.
That's a good thumpy hit.
Yep.
I do like how you've kind of left her over there by herself to figure this one out. You gotta learn, kid.
Seriously, get your shit together. This is war. No one cares that you're 15.
Cool. I kind of care that she's 15. You
Yeah.
should heal her.
Can you send her a
Well,
healing?
I can heal her. Yeah.
Is there a distance to that? Do you have to be like in proximity for the healing throw?
Well, let's see.
You do-
She still has her own
Okay.
healing, so I'm just gonna do that right now.
One of the alchemist path upgrades is that they can throw items.
Launch
them.
Okay, that's cool.
Using their highlight thrower. That's the technical term. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
That thing should die from acid on the next turn, so I'm
should.
going to focus on this one here, bothering her.
I haven't seen any spawn in a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
maybe this is it. I think you can run up on it. Oh no, you can't because it's in the way.
All right, well, I'm just going to kill this one
Yeah,
then.
may as well.
Come on, Ashley.
This is taking probably longer than it should, but
Well, it was kind of a fresh class of
Yeah.
characters in a way. That's one of the things I actually really like about this game is that the generational aspect, you do get this really nice feeling of like, oh, I remember when this character was like 15 and couldn't really do much, and
Ugh.
she's leveled up some, and now she's kind of a badass, and
Uh-huh.
oh, her dad died, and now she's going to become the new regent of her family, and that's a really
Yep.
nice arc.
Well, so do you get
that was it.
in other games of the turn-based variety,
Yeah.
let's say again XCOM-ish, one of the problems was like bringing green recruits in was always so hard to get them up to
Right.
speed so quickly. Do you have the same problem here?
No, because so one of the things you can get, there's a bonus you can do. It's another research like everything else that makes it so that characters level up quicker as they're training.
As they're training.
So when they're training at a young age with their family, and once they come of age to where they can be used in battle, they are already at a certain level.
Okay. So
Plus, parents naturally give some of their XP to their children. So, like, if you're
that's-
level
that's
5
interesting.
parents, your kids are going to grow up and they'll be level 3 or 4.
and,
Yep.
and you've got that crucible, right?
Right,
Which
and the
can-
Crucible helps, and the research that Alex mentioned
Okay.
helps.
So you don't have to put in
Yep.
somebody who's just terrible.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
So wait, who do we want to give this? So you just got a new.
Yeah,
oh,
let's
oh,
go to
right,
let's
right,
go to the
I
capital.
see.
See what I got. So what I got was a new war. So you get rewards for doing those battles.
Yep.
Okay.
Sometimes it's an orphan that you can just pass off to another family. Sometimes it's just like a bonus, like an XP bonus. In this case, I got a new hero, who is wait, that's research. Sorry,
yeah, there you go.
heroes
Fade.
is Fade Foxfire.
She's a caberjack.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
which is what I don't have, so she's good. I'm probably going to put her with some families so we
let's
can get more of those.
Check her details really quick and see what her traits
Yes.
look like. Slow learner, reveler, often drunk or hungover. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
She's level 6. Level 6 is a good level. What
Yeah.
are her abilities so we can just peek at those really quick?
So
Okay, so she can taunt people and give herself like a boost, like a hero, like
yeah,
a defense boost.
Rebound, knocks
knocks
melee
back.
attackers back.
And she's like a charge, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
So,
think
yeah, that's the other class that we hadn't shown off before,
Yeah.
which is they just have a big log that they swing at people,
Yep.
which is real dope.
do you guys wind up reaching the level cap for your units pretty quickly?
I don't know what the level cap is.
Well, like at least you wind up reaching the pickable traits. It looks like there's only 3 tiers in there.
yeah, it looks like 10 is sort of where it maxes out.
Like the units survive that long?
No.
Okay.
They die, or they become parents, and then their kids might reach further.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Right, so like my first generation, they only went up to like level 2 or 3. Their kids reached to level 4.
That's interesting.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So again, there's this kind of notion of like you're trying to make the world better for your kids. You're trying to
Sure.
lift up the whole country at once.
But
you
at the
know?
same point, mechanically, it's scaling to that 300-year. So
Right.
by the time you're in the last leg,
That's
your
when those
characters are
little
getting
things-
okay.
Yeah, that's my
cool.
thought anyway.
Yeah.
Those are just peaks and valleys where it's like, fuck, like all
Okay.
of my level 4s just died. All I have left is level 2s. Like
Okay.
Cole Paragon died.
Yeah, that's a shame, which is weird because I think he was. Yeah, whatever. So she's probably not going to have any children anytime soon.
Is there an age, like biological age, for not bearing children anymore?
At this, once she reaches like her 50s, like the chances for her having children are much lower.
Okay.
Same goes for the dudes.
Okay.
And in this case, you know, I'm probably not going to pair her up with
a stud
someone to try and have
from
children
the farm here.
Like I
Yeah.
could partner her with someone else.
But you can adopt, right?
Yes. So if I were to put an adopted child into her family with a non-childbearing partner, they would still train and pass on their traits to their children. So I'm gonna.
Oh my god! I just noticed the average fertility.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it gets, and I will say this as someone who followed it through early access, they were super aware of that fact and like wanted to go out of their way to make sure that it wasn't like gross because it gets towards like eugenics in a weird way.
In a way.
And they also had lots of conversation on the forums about what to do about same-sex marriages.
Like, how do we all feel about this?
Right,
Yeah.
and they pushed back right away early on, actually, to make sure that, like, oh, this isn't just, like, white medieval fantasy world. Like, there are people of color in this world. There are, you know, it's not just the same. It's not doing what a lot of fantasy does, which is say, like, oh, it's based on medieval Europe, so of course there's only white people.
Yeah.
Also, there's this big magical chalice that we jump into to teleport.
That's
to fight.
okay.
They're busy quipping throughout, you know, hundreds of years of history, but yeah. All right,
you should marry the girl who was 15 before and is now probably 28.
You're right. I think there were two of them, actually. There
might
were
be.
two different families that had young children. So let's see what we got. I think House Walker.
Right, she's
24 now, so
Look at
that's
Oh yeah.
she's intense.
Yeah.
she's looking like I'm
She needs kids.
all right. So
Super high.
lots of choices here.
Kojo Bryant, that's a good name.
Kojo Bryant's real good. Let's see what his details are.
Look at that guy.
Decreased sight range, personality strongly influenced by other heroes in combat, more max HP,
Yeah.
rebel,
Look at his haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't not him.
bear strength, hardy. Ooh.
Avenger.
So decreased intuition, but pretty good
But
about
look-
everything else.
Yeah, let's do this.
He's
guy.
got a sick
Also, look at his
banner.
Yeah, look at his banner and look at our banner. That's just
Yeah,
a match.
that's
made
a
in
match.
heaven.
And then it's like a metal
Yeah.
banner.
All
It
right.
is.
So this will officially give us what class are we going to get out of this?
Trick shots, which are the
Okay.
ones with explosives. I think.
Those are actually my favorite ones.
Yeah,
so
they're really
here we
cool.
go.
Boom! Now they're married.
Now the Walker clan can now prosper.
Yes.
And now you let time go by and see if you get a kid?
Yeah,
Yep.
there's one other family though. I think that had a
toss them
child. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Ah, yes, it was
the
10-10.
10-10 Testagrand.
Do they have multiple children in their partnerships?
Yeah. In fact, I got an event when I was playing last night with there was kind of a couple that was not having a good time, and I sent one of my other heroes to go like talk to them about their situation.
Counselor?
And then like by the end time that they died in their 80s, they'd had 10 kids.
Oh, wow.
And it was the best. It was just like, oh, this whole family they're my Sage Rights, they're my Crucible
Oh, wow.
standard bearer. Like they
are a big deal in
They're
your
a big
world.
deal in my world. They kind of built the country on their backs. It was really great.
Are there any events like triplets or twins or anything like that?
I think sometimes you can just get a bunch of babies at once.
At
I don't
once,
know if
okay.
it's there might be. There's a bunch of events, FTL style, these kind of like random, things. Yeah, Martin Bauer. That guy seems all right.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is there an age at which they their efficiency or their effectiveness in fighting starts declining?
Yes, there is. Once they
like-
hit a certain age, they start to lose some of their stats. They gain more intuition and intelligence,
Yeah.
but the balance is
So
they don't.
move them over to
It's
the
like
sage.
young is that they're oh you need a research thing.
Yes.
Young is they're fast and agile and dexterous. Middle is that they're strong.
Yeah.
And then old age is like oh they're smart, but also bodies are rough.
Let's see what we want to do here.
Haste Hooch.
I haven't really been messing with the items too much because I
Yeah.
feel like those health items are almost always like much more useful.
Yeah, I imagine by the end of the game when you have more characters with multiple item things, that's when you want to roll with researching other item stuff.
So I'm gonna. What is this? What do we got here? Blunderbow. Cradles produce a designer. How about having the crossbows of our hunters do the same thing? Yes, I think that's a good
That's cool.
idea. So we're gonna do that.
We're going to use those corpses to build better bows.
Yeah,
Science.
gotta do something with them.
I really like the sound. The zoom in.
Yeah.
Getting the mail. Only
There's Kojo.
A passenger ostrich.
So
There's a passenger ostrich outside the capital. That's what Kojo sounds like.
Yeah, okay.
You immediately look in your mind's eye. After a few seconds, the blue beak, the long neck, the magnificent red balloon, the great bird isn't extinct at all. What do you do? Send Kojo right to defeat it.
I think you sent Kojo to feed
Yeah.
it. What does that even mean?
Go feed that ostrich.
Does that mean you're feeding Kojo to it?
No.
So now he has ostrich vision.
Okay.
It raises its wings in a display of color so dazzling that it causes the hero to faint from happiness.
Have you ever seen an ostrich? They're just kind of dicks.
Yeah,
They're
kind
not
of the
really that
worst.
mystical or interesting.
No. Well, but this is a fantasy world.
Fair enough.
That's
They're
right.
fantasy ostriches.
They've been in the massive chalice.
All right, the regent of Schloss Bülow has died.
Is that about the mortality age there? About 60?
I had them go as like I said, I had them go as old
Yeah,
as 80, but
yeah.
that was like a kind of
Exceptional.
Yeah.
All right, so who do we want in charge of this family?
It's just
Let's see what we got. Decreased 10 intensity daughters.
Lone Wolf.
Bear strength, sickly.
quick study is nice.
Yeah, lone wolf. What about shaky? Fertility, puny, clumsy.
No.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go
Shaky-
with Kalia.
Yeah. So this is an interesting thing too about this game is like you're not making this decision that is I'm going to keep the worst person for combat,
Yeah.
but that's
Right.
because if I make her the regent, then she's going to pass on those bad genes.
Yep.
Sure.
Like I'll suffer with her on the field for a little bit.
This game's a little depressing, man.
It is.
Like,
I mean that's kind
sorry,
of
you're just born with some bad genes,
Yeah.
and like, can you ever shake those traits with experience?
you can't shake the traits, but you can still be a valuable team member, right? Like
But maybe not a
my,
ruler.
Again, so in my game, the Walker family, everyone who comes out has asthma, and it's just like I'm used to it now. Like, okay, well they're really good. They have really high intuition. That's pretty nice. But like, I can't sprint with them anywhere because they get slowed down, which is interesting. But I'm not done with that family. I'm not.
Sure.
Maybe if I was more of a power gamer, I'd be like, listen,
Let's let this one
yeah.
run its course.
Maybe if the name of the house didn't have the Walker, my literal house.
You'd have kind of let that one run its
Yep.
course.
All right, we got an attack. Let's see, where are they attacking? All right, so this is the one I need to do because this will die if I don't save this group. So
So what do you say about jumping in here and then maybe we call
yeah,
it?
I think that's the right.
So
Because
look at what this
this
is.
is what the loop of this game is this basic process repeated again and again
Bring in
over time.
your carjacker, your caber
Caberjack.
Yeah,
jacker.
the Caberjack.
Fade Foxfire.
Fade Foxfire, which is a really good name,
Yeah,
just
it's a
in general.
New Image Comics character, I'm pretty sure.
She doesn't have any extra, but she's already at level 6, so that's fine.
She'll be good.
Let's see if there's anyone else I should maybe put into battle besides these folk.
I like you got a senior, you got a veteran squad.
Yeah, we got a
here.
couple of vets, and
Yeah.
then we got our one younger.
New Jack.
Ashley.
She's-
Ashley was really bad. Like maybe we should
Yeah.
pull out Ashley. Toss in
Well,
someone
she's
new.
25 now. Maybe she's better.
Let's go for it. Let's jump in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Did you see what kind of enemy types you're fighting?
I wasn't paying
Me
attention.
either.
Great. I love it.
We just like surprises here.
That's right. So it does seem to take its time. You're not blowing
Yeah.
through those 300
Well,
years
no.
quickly.
Don't want to keep the cadence waiting.
Okay, whatever you say.
I really like the sound. Like, listen when he moves.
The like armor.
Yeah,
jingles.
there's
that-
some good jangle.
There's some good jingle jangle here. A good movement speed on this person. So you stealth move them up if you can.
I will
you
say-
might not be able to. There might not be a spot. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we go right to here. The one thing I will say is that two things. Camera is not great.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you get stuck behind stuff. It doesn't move as nicely as you would like it to. So it can be a kind of a pain. That's the other thing. The music in this game is surprisingly really good.
It's so good.
It's really cool and atmospheric.
Yeah. There are sometimes I'll be in battle and it just won't play, and that's really frustrating. 'Cause
That
it's
is frustrating.
So good.
Alex, you always got to lead with the good thing first. You lead with the nice thing first, and then you go into the criticism.
That is not my style in the slightest.
Just listen. I'm gonna tear you down.
Then I gotta build you back
then I'm
up.
gonna pull you back up.
Guys, I don't think Ashley got any better.
No.
Or was that Ashley?
That was Ashley. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
Ashley.
Here's
Ashley
Fade.
still might kind of suck. All right. You can charge and prime time. So I haven't really messed with these
Yeah.
too much. So this is all kind of new to me.
Yeah. Just roll her up there.
Yeah. Let's just.
Or don't do charge.
Whoa.
Save charge.
Alright.
Because that's just move your normal move up. Charge is like a really good attack if you get that full sprint and you just like
Yeah.
slam the caber right into them. And you see like there's a couple different environments. Each of like the
Yeah.
each of the
every,
six.
Every
split
territory
spaces.
has its own sort of environmental zone.
Yeah.
They're not super variant. I mean, they're all kind of this sort of simplified, very angular geometric
Sure.
art. But I kind of, you know, it's not terrible.
It's a look.
Yeah, it is a look. That is exactly how I would describe it.
Is there any way to even tell if the maps are being randomly generated with object
They
placement?
kind of are.
Okay.
I mean, you can tell they're using the same environmental stuff.
Yeah,
but
sure.
They may have changed this, but during development, they had an intern making dozens and dozens and dozens of different maps.
So it wasn't just random.
But it was started with the random seed. I think it's like, okay, we start with the random thing, and then we go in, and I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I watched a live stream months ago.
Huh.
But it does have that, because they do sometimes have that good feeling of like, oh, this couldn't have just been randomly generated. Like, here's a symmetry, or I mean, I guess you can do a lot with algorithms, but a lot of them do feel hand placed in some ways.
Okay. There's no verticality to any of the maps, right?
Not
It's all
that I've
single
seen.
plane.
That was a miss.
That was a miss.
You missed with the bomb?
Yep.
Yeah, they can. It's just they'll just toss in the wrong place essentially.
I'll do
sorry.
a follow up on that.
Yeah, that's a good one too, because that's like a 2-shot.
Yep.
Fuck these wrinklers.
My favorite thing about the enemy types is, with some exception,
Good job.
they all do a thing that's kind of vaguely related to kind of death or like losing life, or things falling apart in some way. So there's the wrinklers who hit you and you lose health. There's also an enemy type that when it hits you, it explodes and covers you in a corrosive goo, and that breaks down your armor. There's one that takes away your experience points when it hits you.
Oh, right.
So it's all about this endless march towards death and loss.
And the wrinkler, you said not only health, it'll take away age, right?
Yes.
Sorry, it'll take
And
away
there's another
your
one
age.
that will remove XP when it attacks
Yes.
you.
Oh, that's
it's rough.
That's a rough
It can
one.
de-level
Yeah.
you. It can make you literally go from level 4 to 3
Boy.
and you lose an ability. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it.
So that one didn't go. That one was just far enough away where it couldn't attack on that turn.
Right. All right, now give that thing just a big, just whack that thing with your caber jack.
Yeah. Is that? No, wait. Hold on.
That's
There.
that lady. Yeah.
So whack this thing. You're
Can
saying?
you get there? Oh, you just can't get there. And
Nah, I
the charge
can't.
doesn't get there. Does the charge get?
Well, actually, if I move this person, I might be able to get a
Oh.
straight shot. Let me move her over here.
Yeah.
Just
And-
throw a friggin' flask
yeah.
at it.
Start weakening it up.
And then let's see what I can do with Lady
Foxfire.
Caber Toss over here.
I think one over from there. Yeah, just all you need to do is slide her over one with a regular move first.
And she'll still get her charge?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
That should be.
There it
Look
is.
at that.
Get him.
Let's see what
Get him.
Oh, wow. Wait.
Bye.
Into the fog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully it hit something.
Then she clipped into a wall. Or the thing clipped into a wall.
Just kill this thing.
It hit.
Is there any kind of lore in terms of the cadence here? Like, is it because they come out at a certain regimented time? Is that the cadence name?
It's the way they describe it is just this all-encompassing death force that anything it touches essentially ages like instantly and dies. So it's the darkness.
Okay, the fight in the darkness.
Yeah.
Oh, is that cradle launcher?
Yeah.
Cradle from off screen. Maybe I give you bad advice.
No, it's fine because I did a ton of damage to it.
You've knocked it into the unknown.
Yeah.
Everyone counts.
I agree.
And those voices are like the personality of the Chalice. The Chalice has two personalities that hang out and talk and bicker.
The two faces,
yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just kill that thing probably. What's your damage on it if you just run up and smack it? There you go.
Yeah, that should do
37
it.
to
Just
41
don't miss.
damage.
Don't miss.
Well, there's another one back here, but this should be okay.
So this is the thing. At this point,
Oh, does that always happen?
yeah,
Yes.
it always happens.
Boy, that's a bummer.
A little
That's
bit.
okay. They're very weak.
Do you get friendly fire on your flasks?
Yes.
Yes, you do. So you don't want to just launch those things all willy-nilly. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably just a regular. I can't
Yeah,
hit
it's not
anything
in
from here,
range,
so
but
I'm
you
just going to
can
get them over
Get
here.
them up there. Yeah.
Create an extra target for them to look at.
So yeah,
Oh, and then there's some stuff over here.
this might be bad. This could be.
This could be a bad sitch. Let's see what we got here. Let's just attack whatever we can attack.
There you go. That's a hit. There you
Yep.
go, Ashley.
I did
If
it!
that's Ashley.
Yeah.
Into battle storm. It's the first time we've seen Ashley's catchphrase because that's the first time that Ashley's hit anything.
Yep.
I wonder if they had like copy edit all like possessives and like.
Probably.
Boy, that's wrong there. But we'll change that.
Oof.
That's okay. That actually killed one of those things.
Nice.
So they take some area damage too.
Yes. So they will take some, not all.
Oh boy, this is
looking a
heating
little
up.
rough.
You can one-hit that Wrinkler with your Caberjack. Oh, there's 2 Wrinklers.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Let's see what we
You can
get here.
stun those Wrinklers by knockback damaging them into each other.
Yeah, I
That's
just
one
need to
thing you can
get
do.
into a good line. It's all right. It's all right. I think I'll be all right.
So can you take enough Wrinkler damage to age yourself out of combat in the?
I mean, by the time they usually get there, you're dead
you've
anyway.
taken too many hit points.
Yeah.
But they can just kill you that way.
Okay.
I can do the knockback.
Yeah,
yes.
and that will stun them both for a turn.
Yes,
So they
they are
just
both
can't do
stunned.
anything next round, which is nice. It gives you a little bit of time
Who
to.
has the explosive shot, or does any of them?
Ashley might. Or this is Ashley. Never mind. The other
Yeah.
woman, right?
I'm just gonna kill some of these things off. Get them out of here.
Yep.
I get way too excited about that.
Ashley's kind of getting way into it now.
But that was the wish of the Chalice. That was one of the Chalice ladies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the characters themselves. All right, so let's free throw in this general direction.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Characters themselves don't vocalize. They
just do the
text.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Nice shot.
let's do the regular throw flask again. That should do it.
And just to be clear, you are not the Chalice. You are some other
You were the
super
Emperor.
crazy thing.
Emperor.
Yeah,
The
okay.
Chalice sort of talks about you, but that's about as far as it goes.
Got it. All makes sense.
Let's see.
Right.
I'm
Got
gonna have
it.
you do.
It's just like it's a magical chalice that
Yeah.
you bathed yourself in, so that you could get immortality, so you could fight the cadence, the force of death that is always
Always.
just nibbling at our being.
Yes.
Oh man.
It's all very
You didn't
poetic.
learn this in high school. They didn't teach you about the cadence and
I
the immortal
kinda-
emperor.
I took a pass on that. I took PE instead.
Instead of
Yeah.
cadence studies. Okay.
Yeah, I took an extra round
Yeah.
of badminton. It was maybe not a great.
No.
I'm just gonna kill these guys off now because
Yeah,
this character can't really do anything else.
That's,
So why doesn't everybody bathe him or herself in the
That's what
Chalice?
Alex was saying before, which is like sometimes you're just not attuned properly.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
you have to be
Magical.
attuned.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Okay. Forgot about the attunement.
All right, so that one just died of acid damage. The other
Nice.
one's in bad shape.
I can't believe they like get me beer through. I guess that's good. That's good. I'm
Yeah.
not mad about that. Oh, another Wrinkler.
Yeah, that one I didn't even know was
Faded
there.
Foxfire has
Yeah.
aged 10 years.
That's rough.
In this single combat.
I've seen
Possibly
some shit.
15.
Yeah, maybe 15. It's true.
I'm gonna heal her
Yes.
on the next
Yes,
bit.
good call.
Because she's like pushing 50 now. She started this like 35.
Can you heal her with someone who's more useless and then still let her run
Yes.
up and get some kills?
Yeah, you're light on everything. So I'm just gonna have you
Yeah,
heal
good
this
call.
this nice lady here. And then I'm gonna move you to here.
Does she have her? She doesn't have knockback yet.
She has her charge though.
Oh, she does.
Let's see what that does. Maybe I can't actually do that.
Yeah,
here.
because I don't think you have the actual run up.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. Well, it's fine. I'll just have her.
She can still move and attack. She can probably kill
yeah.
the Wrinkler. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. 97% to do 38 damage.
There it is.
42.
F that thing.
This is the thing. Like higher level Caberjacks end up being really powerful.
Yeah, I think that's been my problem is I haven't been able to get them to a high enough level to
Exactly.
where they've been like useful.
Yeah.
All right, that Wrinkler's dead. All right, we're out of Wrinklers. That's the key thing.
We're all out of Wrinklers.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, you don't
Again,
have a
this
whole lot you
music.
can do, so just go kill this thing.
It would be kind of interesting if there were another enemy that reduced your age.
So that you like
You like become a
babies
baby
again.
at some point.
Well, so that you'd manage being hit by a Wrinkler and then manage being hit by this other character.
Right,
But
right.
you'd have to take 3 hits just to get
Like,
your
go
age
run
back
over
up.
there and get hit by the
Yeah.
smoother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smooths you out.
Yeah.
All right, so I just killed that one, that cradle.
And you can see how like much different how much different this map was compared to a previous map where
Yeah.
like the last map had lots of little labyrinths and like little not labyrinths but like little walkways in between
pathways.
pathways. Here it's like a big open space and you're kind of being swarmed,
Sure.
which is nice. Nice. So that was your rebound armor knocked back that one seed
Stunned
into
two
another
of them.
seed that stunned them both. And those are the sorts of like interactions that actually feel really like when you plan for that instead of it just happening, you end up feeling really smart.
Yep.
And the opposite thing also always happens, right? Which is like, oh, I did not think. I was like, I'll just run up and hit this guy, and then
Yeah.
some weird combination of abilities rolls out where you end up stunning your own characters, and like, shit, god damn
Shit
it.
just goes down
Yeah.
in a bad way.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
I like
That's a
where this
kill.
is going.
'Cause those things are weak as hell.
Yeah. Now you can do a knockback, which I don't know if it goes 3.
I don't think it
three
matters.
hits. Yeah,
Like
just,
at this point, I might as well just smack one
well,
of these
the
things.
knockback will hit 2 of them for damage. Is the thing.
And
Okay.
these 2 are already stunned, so I might as well just kill this
Yeah,
thing.
may as well.
It was like overkill, but
It's
whatever.
such overkill. Pierce their hearts. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fade.
Let's move you over here because I'm going to try a toss with this one.
Right. And that should get a kill. That might be it.
That might be the end of it. Let's see. Now, it depends on whether there's any other enemies hiding anywhere in this map.
I don't think so. I think you're good. So we lost the UI. Nope. Damn it.
So there's still someone hiding around here. Let's see
Well,
what we got.
We have.
We're almost done.
Do you have a Flaro person? A person who can
Yeah, I
flare?
do.
Oh, there it
That
is.
might be the one.
Hey,
It's an
buddy.
advanced seed.
Hey. Hi.
Oh, hey, where are my buddies?
He's late.
You guys, you guys want to party?
I was just in the bathroom. Everybody's gone.
Where is everybody? Oh, you're kidding. I got to check again. Oh, man.
Ugh. It's right there.
Yep.
You didn't even need. There's no excuse for that.
There's something really kind of nice and simple and elegant about that, where it's like the Caberjacks will always hit for some damage, even when they miss. They at least get a glancing blow.
Okay, there's still another one around here somewhere.
Yeah.
The alchemists can miss their
Oh,
spot.
here we go.
There it is. That's the big stuff.
So there's one more cradle, and looks like there's one more.
Samantha has no flasks left, so she just has to get up there.
Yeah, she's gonna have to get up on it.
Again, if you had another Caberjack, this is like a turn, right?
Right.
Because it's just like bop, bop, done.
But you got when you kill that cradle, it does spawn those seeds.
does.
seed
It
things,
does,
right?
and they will launch stuff at you and miss occasionally.
Have you guys seen any?
So there's something else back there too.
I think it's coming up.
That's another advanced seed.
Have you seen anything that gets you like, hey, kill a cradle without spawn? Oh, jeez, Louise, kill a cradle
telling you, these
without
maps.
spawning seeds or something like that?
No.
No, it hasn't gotten to that level.
No. Though I could imagine there being an item that does something like that.
That would be cool. That'd be really
That
helpful.
locks down enemy abilities or something. I don't know.
But you got experience for each kill?
I
Or
think, it's
for
on the,
each-
I think it's on the kill and not the hit. I think.
Okay, so maybe you maybe want those easy kills.
Didn't line that up
No,
quite right, but
it's okay.
didn't hurt, and it didn't get stunned either. So I'm just
No.
gonna kill it, and or not.
Whoa, super wide.
Super wide.
Can you ever miss and hit another enemy, or is it just a
Only
miss?
with the explosives.
Okay.
The explosives can do that.
Go get this thing. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
No, wrinklers are bad business. Also bad for business. Just generally, anything with business, you don't want wrinklers
Yeah.
Up
involved.
in.
No.
All right, that thing's dead.
Nice. And you don't get abilities. You only get stat boosts on the odd number of levels. You get ability points on the even number of
Okay.
ones.
So wait, you drop ability points. I'm sorry, you drop ability points into
It's just those active
existing
abilities. No, it's just you unlock one of those 2 possible ones on each. On 2, 4, and 6, the ones that are like, oh, I want to throw more accurately, or I want to carry an extra item.
Right.
I want to do the thing that's the flare shot, or
Yeah.
I want to do a headshot, or whatever.
So this goes back to kind of what I was asking before. After level 6, are you not picking abilities?
It goes up
anymore?
to 10, and I've never gotten anybody to 10 through 100 years.
Yeah,
and
this is
now
the
it's at
highest
150.
I have gotten so far.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
you're just not seeing that
Yeah.
tier.
Where
It
did
is
that guy
there.
come
The next.
from?
It's there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought there was just up to 6.
No, it's up to 10.
Oh, wow.
Because each level is every other level. It's 2, 4,
Yeah,
6, 8,
okay,
10, not
okay.
1 through 6, yeah.
All right, you gonna hit it this time? What's your deal? You could use a heal, but I think you'll make
Just-
it one more turn.
Yeah, just kill
Just smoke one of these things.
it. Yep. There it is. I think we've got this one.
I mean, yeah, we
think
do.
we-
I don't think we're going to. You!
What?
I didn't train you
What?
to be missing shots all willy-nilly like this. Your parents would be dismayed
Your
to
maybe
hear.
dead parents.
Ugh. Probably dead
Yeah.
parents. Most likely dead parents.
Your sister, the queen. I'm gonna have words with her.
All right. So those things are dead. I probably got like 1 or 2 more rounds here, and this is probably the end of it.
Sounds good.
Unless there are like more of these things hiding somewhere.
Right, yeah,
which,
some of these battles will go for
Yeah.
some time.
especially with these cradle ones, because they'll just keep spewing out crap.
Got that rebound damage.
Oh right, I forgot that one was even there.
Oh, see, this could all
See, if
turn
this one
bad.
dies, it might not even matter.
This could all turn
Because
bad.
Ashley, you are so bad at what you do.
Let me hit it.
Point blank. Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm
maybe,
just gonna
maybe
heal.
heals right. Heals right.
Because I don't really care. You know, it's like
Nice.
one seed's as dead as another. So
Have you gotten any nicknames yet?
A few.
Okay. They're nicknames.
In fact,
like
the one
Seed Killer.
like the one nickname I got, that was the character that ended up passing on their relic to someone else.
Right. The I told you about the couple that needed some counseling.
Yeah.
Yes, I got that one too.
Okay. The guy who successfully counseled them got the nickname Smooth Tongue.
Nice.
Gross.
Yeah. Also, he kind of like just vaguely looked like your uncle. Like, you have an uncle that looks like this guy with his like weird trucker mustache.
In the game, everybody's my uncle.
I'm
my
saying
personal
every
uncle?
human has
Okay,
this
yeah.
uncle.
Fair.
And I just don't like Uncle Smooth Tongue. That's just not a good. It's not a good look.
I don't
No.
want to stay at Uncle Smooth Tongue's house anymore.
He keeps bringing over these ladies. I don't.
He's counseling them, he says.
It's like his whole place just smells like Axe body spray.
And cigars.
I moved into a
And
new
clove
place.
cigarettes. It's
Like
really...
the entire decor of his house is just like old neon beer signs. Like it's a real mess.
He gave me loose peanuts wrapped in a sock for Christmas. Like, is that...
Got you these, kid. I was in Wyoming. Good peanuts there.
Yeah. I brought you something.
This might
Don't
be
eat
the
them
end.
all at once.
It's time for you to learn how the world works.
Oh.
Here's 4 peanuts. I'm taking 3. Tax man's coming. I think he got this now.
Yeah, I think there's just this last scene,
spun
and that should
around
be the
pretty
end of
nicely.
it.
I like this beach front.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good
Very,
property.
yeah. Good rates.
Cadence knew what it was doing. Nice.
Finally.
Nice.
Finally.
Oh, there's still the one behind you.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, this will get it.
I think this should be able to get it. Yep. All right, that should be
a
the
heck
end.
of a
That should
battle.
be the end.
Nope.
How?
Wait, well, this
someone left.
is an epic battle.
Just keep running. Yeah, run in that direction.
All right, yeah. I think that's the way to go.
I think.
I can't imagine where else there is to go. So
Are there any kind of like...
There it is.
there,
Haha.
Are there any kind of boss battles or
there are tougher enemies.
Okay.
Like
They're-
advanced versions.
Yeah.
Like these are the advanced seeds, but there are
Yeah.
advanced versions of all of the different things.
But you don't get anything that's like, oh, we found a seed or a cadence leader. Like
Not that
that's-
I've seen.
Not
In
yet.
fact, so that is the one thing that I kind of would love to have seen. When this game was first pitched on Kickstarter, they did say, oh,
Serpentine. That was weird.
they suggested there would be like inter-house conflict, where the different houses have rivalries or fight each other or whatever. And that's just not here. Like they dropped that because it was just too out of the scope, which is fine. Like I'm not saying like, oh, they didn't deliver on their promise.
Yeah.
Downgrade. But I would love to see a game like this with that sort of Crusader King style, like fighting between different houses.
Yeah, the
politicking.
most you get is the occasional quest where it's like these two warriors from these houses are yelling at each other.
Right.
Try to solve this problem.
Obviously, they don't
squash
go into
this beef.
combat.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas I would love to see. There's stuff here where I would like a little bit more of a personal taste of the character lives, right? Like, I had a character who, all in the same year, his father, who was the king, died. No, his father, who was the partner of the regent of the queen, died. Then the queen remarried. Then he got a relic in combat. And, like, I want to zoom in on his life a little bit more because like that year must have been ridiculous for him.
Yeah.
That was,
You want to take
the
that
most-
year in like microcosm and like...
I want like a Sim style. This is what he's thinking. Just like give me like 3 pictograms. You did it. Good
We
job.
did it. That's
I
the
wish
end
you would
of
have built
that.
the bathroom.
This battle will be studied for years to come. So
All right, so she got a new thing. Stand ground gains with max hit points and immunity to knockback effects. That's a good one. Blinding shot. Yeah, we're gonna go with stand ground.
Ashley, you're coming around. Fine. Oh, there we go. Sorlanda Tatters, Juretman.
That Tatters is the nickname.
Tatters.
is the nickname.
Interesting.
That's a
I'm
name.
just gonna call her Taters because
Okay.
that's funnier. But that
Olivia
is
Taters is on our team now.
that is in a nutshell, I think, what Massive Chalice is. I lost about 5 hours to this yesterday without really trying.
I bet next turn syndrome.
Yeah,
So
totally.
There is no bigger metagame multiplayer thing here?
No.
Okay.
Which is maybe a shame. I would love some more.
Uh,
Bill the Cat, Brain Vat.
Brain bat.
I got caberjacks out my ears now, so that's a nice change of pace.
So that's that number in the bottom right where it says 128 years, 364 days.
Yeah.
That's the end game.
Oh,
that's
that's
the
a
thing.
countdown.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you
so there
hit
is a,
Y, go into the timeline events.
Yeah.
Chalice fully charged. We're still gathering energies inside our body, the Chalice's body,
okay,
We're just getting too deep.
into the Chalice's body.
deep into We're going deep Chalice here, man.
That's cool. So this is available currently on Steam and free
Xbox
for
One.
Xbox One Gold.
Yes, and if you're not, it's $20.
And then PlayStation 4?
Not currently.
Okay.
It is not listed for that at this time.
No Vites?
Not that I'm aware of.
If only.
No Vita business. Cool. Thank you very much, Alex.
Thanks, guys.